Hello students, this is Rahmat Khan from Shivjyoti Educational Group. I welcome you all for this wonderful lecture. Today we are going to learn one of the beautiful chapter of geography, that is interior of the earth. So without wasting much time, let us start. Before we move on in this lecture, we should have the basic knowledge, that is the earth radius is 6,370 kilometers. Most of our knowledge about the interior of the earth largely based on the estimates and the inferences. What do you mean by this? This means that the knowledge which we have about the interior of the earth, it is on the basis of assumption through some evidences which we are going to see in this lecture. Information is obtained through direct sources and indirect sources. So the information we get from direct sources and we get it from indirect sources. Now we need to find out what are direct sources and what are indirect sources. When we talk about direct sources, the most easily available solid materials is the surface rock or rocks we get from mines. That is, we are talking about the rocks. हम पत्थरों की बात कर रहे हैं. Okay? So these are a proof, evidence. इससे हमें पता चल सकता है interior of the earth के बारे में. Okay? Volcanic eruption forms. Okay? When the volcanoes erupt, they also bring lot of minerals outside. So they also act as evidence. They also act as proof. उससे भी हमें पता चल सकता है earth के interior के बारे में. Okay? Scientists of the world over are working on two projects. That is, one deep ocean drilling project and the second one is integrated ocean drilling project. The deepest drilling at Kola in Arctic Ocean, a depth of 12 kilometers. So this is the deepest point in the ocean. Okay, these projects provide large volume of information. When we do this, when we drill into the earth, we get lot of information. Through mining, we get lot of information. This act as an evidence, proof to find out more about the interior of the earth. On the other side, when we talk about indirect sources, we talked about matters similar to that of the earth. Okay, these are the stones from the space coming down to the atmosphere of the earth, gravitation, magnetic field and seismic activity. We are going to learn about this more. Okay, so these are the indirect sources. Earthquakes. We have all heard about this term about earthquakes. Okay, an earthquake is a simple word, is shaking of the earth. अगर साफ से सिंपल से भाषा में अगर बोला जाए, धरती का हिलना, जहाँ पे आप देखते हो बहुत सारे घर, मकान, बिल्डिंग्स, they all are destroyed. Okay, टूट के गिर जाते हैं. It is a natural event. Okay, natural event because धरती के अंदर जाके कोई लोग बैठ के इसको ऐसा नहीं कर रहे हैं. This is because of some interior things. This happened, which we are going to learn further in this chapter. ऐसा क्यों होता है? Why these earthquakes occur? Okay, it is a cause due to the release of energy occurs along a fault. So we have the answer here. Earthquake क्यों होता है? Because of the energy which is released from a fault. Rocks along a fault tend to move in opposite direction. We are going to see this by a picture here. Okay, this is very important for you here. Focus, the other name for focus is hypocenter, the point where the energy is released. जहां से energy release हो रही है, that point is called focus or hypocenter. Okay, and we have epicenter, the point on the surface directly above the focus. Exactly here, focus के ऊपर जो है आपका direct point जो है उसको हम कहते हैं epicenter. This is the fault and this is focus. Okay, earthquake waves. Okay, all natural earthquakes take place in lithosphere. We are going to study more about lithosphere. I will tell you, don't worry where the lithosphere lies. Okay, lithosphere refers to the portion of depth up to 200 kilometer from the surface of the earth. So earth के surface से 200 kilometer तक, that portion is called your lithosphere. Okay, seismograph An instrument records the waves reaching the surface. Can we measure the earthquake waves? क्या हमें पता चल सकता है earthquake के बारे में? Yes, of course. So, which is that instrument? कौन सा ऐसा इंस्ट्रूमेंट है जो इन वेव्स को कैलकुलेट करता है? That is seismograph. Okay? It calculates the waves of the earthquake. Earthquake waves are basically two types. There are two types of earthquake waves. We are going to see. Okay? Body waves. And these body waves further are divided into two, P waves and S waves. P are for primary waves, S are for secondary waves. Okay? P waves, that is primary waves, move faster. First arrive at the surface. They travel through gaseous, liquid and solid forms similar to sound waves. Whenever you record something on your mobile, जब आप कोई चीज रिकॉर्ड करते हो मोबाइल पे, अगर आपने देखा होगा तो आप देख सकते हैं वेव्स बनती हैं. सो दिस आर सिमिलर टू द साउंड वेव्स. ओके, वी आर गोइंग टू सी द ऑल थिंग्स थ्रू एनिमेशन ऑल्सो. ओके, नेक्स्ट इज एस वेव्स, दैट इज सेकेंडरी वेव्स, अराइव एट द सरफेस विथ सम टाइम लैग. दैट मीन्स द प्राइमरी वेव्स अराइव्स फर्स्ट, उसके बाद में सेकेंडरी वेव्स आते हैं. It travels only through solid materials. This is very important point for you. This secondary waves, ये जो secondary waves हैं, सिर्फ solid के through ही travel कर सकते हैं. Okay? It has helped to understand the interior of the earth, and this also has helped us to understand the interior of the earth. Surface waves. When we talk about surface, ऊपर की सतह. Okay? The last to report on seismograph. These waves are the last to report on the seismograph, the instrument through which we record the earthquake waves. Okay? These are more destructive. Destructive मतलब जो बहुत तबाही मचाते हैं. Okay? They cause displacement of rocks and collapse of structure. These surface waves are the result. ये कारण बनते हैं जहां पे आपके बिल्डिंग्स, पत्थर जो सारे हैं कोलैप्स होते हैं, गिर जाते हैं. These are the surface waves. They are more destructive. When I talk about destructive, ये ज्यादा हानि पहुंचाते हैं और ज्यादा खतरनाक होते हैं. Okay? Shadow zone. Okay? We are going to see the shadow zone. Shadow zone, अगर आप यहां देखो, if you see here properly, okay, the same thing is there in your textbook. Okay? This is a shadow zone, very weak zone, जहां पे आपके प्राइमरी और सेकेंडरी वेव्स नहीं पहुंच पा रहे हैं. Okay, this purple line represents the secondary wave, the blue line represents the primary wave. Okay, and the place where the waves are not reaching, this is the shadow zone, जहां पे आपके वो waves पहुंच नहीं पा रहे हैं, जहां पे आपके waves reach नहीं कर पा रहे हैं. We have one more shadow zone here. Okay, here where the waves are not reaching, जहां पे वो waves नहीं पहुंच पा रहे हैं, that is called shadow zone. Okay. Types of earthquakes. When we talk about types of earthquake, we have tectonic. Tectonic earthquakes are due to the sliding of rocks. पत्थरों के खिसकने से ये earthquakes होते हैं अर्थ के सतह के अंदर. Okay? We have volcanic earthquakes confined to the areas of volcanoes. ये वहीं पे होंगे जहां पे volcanoes eruption होते हैं. Okay? Collapse. Collapse are roof of mines collapse. बहुत बार जो mines हैं वो आपकी बिखर जाती है, टूट जाती है, कोलैप्स हो जाती है. सो दिस इज ऑल्सो वन एग्जाम्पल ऑफ अर्थक्वेक. ओके, ज्यादा माइनिंग करने से आपकी धरती खिसक जाती है. ओके, यस. एक्सप्लोजन ऑफ केमिकल्स और न्यूक्लियर डिवाइस. ओके, दिस इज ऑल्सो वन एग्जाम्पल. रिजर्वोयर इंड्यूस्ड ऑकर इन द एरियाज ऑफ लार्ज रिजर्वोयर्स. जहां पे आपके डैम्स हैं, बड़े बड़े डैम्स हैं, वहां पर भी कभी कभार दरारें आ जाती हैं. And because of this, earthquake takes place because of that pressure. Okay? Reservoir is, we are talking about the dams. हम dams की बात कर रहे हैं. Okay? Measuring the earthquake. How do we measure the earthquake? Earthquake को कैसे measure किया जाता है? We have magnitude and we have intensity here to measure. What is magnitude and what is intensity? Let us see. Magnitude. The magnitude relates to the energy रिलीज ड्यूरिंग द क्वेक, मतलब वो एनर्जी जो अर्थक्वेक के टाइम पे रिलीज होती है, दैट इज योर मैग्नीट्यूड. मैग्नीट्यूड स्केल्ड इन रिचर स्केल. ओके, देयर आर टू स्केल्स हियर. वन इज रिचर स्केल, that is expressed in absolute number of 0 to 10. So dear students, we need to remember this. One is richer scale, and richer scale कैसे measure करता है उसको 0 to 10 में. Okay, richer scale invented by Richter. So who invented it? By Richter. Second one is intensity. When we talk about intensity, scale takes into account the visible damage caused by the event. अर्थक्वेक की वजह से जो डैमेज हुआ है उसके अकॉर्डिंग हम पता लगा सकते हैं. ओके, इंटेंसिटी स्केल इन मार्सिली स्केल, द रेंज ऑफ इंटेंसिटी स्केल इज फ्रॉम 1 to 12. सो हियर इज द डिफरेंस. मार्सिली की जो स्केल है दैट इज फ्रॉम 1 to 12. मार्सिली स्केल इन्वेंटेड बाय मार्सिली. ओके, दिस वाज इन्वेंटेड बाय मार्सिली. इफेक्ट्स ऑफ अर्थक्वेक. What are the effects of earthquake? When we talk about effects of earthquake, we are talking about what happens after the earthquake. जब earthquake होता है तो उसके क्या परिणाम है, क्या रिजल्ट है, क्या होता है. Okay, so ground shaking, we all know the grounds shake. Okay, differential ground settlement, level will be changed of the grounds. Okay, कुछ जमीन ऊपर चली जाएगी, कुछ नीचे आ जाएगी. Okay, soil liquefaction, soil will be displaced. Okay, avalanches, ground displacement, floods from dam and levee failures. If there is a dam and उस एरिया में अगर ये होता है earthquake, so of course dam टूट जाएगा. and what will happen there? इसका कारण हो जाएगा आपका वहां पर बाढ़ आ जाएगी डैम टूटने से. ओके, फायर्स, कभी कभार कुछ जगहों पर आग लग सकती है. Structural collapse. When we talk about structural collapse, we are talking about the buildings, the houses, they collapse. वो गिर जाते हैं, वो बिखर जाते हैं. Okay, falling objects, बहुत सारी चीजें नीचे गिर जाती हैं apart from the structures. So these are the effects of earthquake. ये earthquake के परिणाम हैं. Fine. Okay, we can see in the picture different things. Earthquake के क्या result होते हैं. Now we are going to talk about the layers of the earth. Interior of the earth we are talking about. We will talk about interior of the earth. Through the animation we are going to see everything now. Okay, so that you will understand it very easily. Yes, so before we begin, we will see Alfred Wegener's continental drift theory. What is continental drift theory? If you see, okay, if you see here in the image, अगर आप यहां देखें तो आज की तारीख में अगर आप वर्ल्ड मैप देखेंगे तो यू विल सी द स्प्लिट अप्स. ओके, यू विल सी द स्प्लिट अप्स. सारे देश जो है बिखरे हुए हैं. बट अल्फ्रेड वेगनर बिलीव्ड दैट वंस ये सारे कॉन्टिनेंट्स जो है वो जुड़े हुए थे. They were together. Okay, and he has proved it. उन्होंने कुछ एविडेंस भी सामने रखे हैं, प्रूफ भी रखे हैं कि ऐसे कैसे हुआ. We are going to see both the things, right? Okay, you can see here. First one, evidence supporting continental drift theory: the matching of continents, that is jigsaw fit. When we talk about jigsaw fit, we have played this game in your childhood. आपने ये सब ने देखा होगा, खेला होगा, जहां पे हम उसको जोड़ते हैं कलर वाइज. ओके, एग्जैक्टली सेम कॉन्टिनेंट भी कुछ ऐसे बिखरे हुए हैं, अगर उनको हम वापस जोड़ने की कोशिश करें तो वो एग्जैक्टली जुड़ सकते हैं. दिस वाज द फर्स्ट एविडेंस ऑफ अल्फ्रेड वेगनर. विल सी. ओके, यू सी हियर एग्जैक्टली दिस इज हाउ इट इज. ओके, so this is the first evidence. आज की तारीख में हमारा वर्ल्ड मैप ऐसा है. बट वेगनर बिलीव दैट ये सारे जुड़े हुए थे. दिस वे टुगेदर एंड दिस डिस्प्लेस. ओके, बिकॉज ऑफ कॉन्टिनेंटल ड्रिफ्ट. ओके, इट इज बिलीव दैट एवरी ईयर, हर साल लगभग 10 सेंटीमीटर से कुछ इंच हमारे कॉन्टिनेंटल ड्रिफ्ट बिखरते जाते हैं, एक्सपैंड होते जाते हैं. ओके, दिस इज वन एविडेंस. Okay, this is one proof that he believed that these are. Okay, this is Alfred Wegener. Okay, this is evidence 1, wherein we believe that rocks of same age across the oceans. Okay, students, rocks are a very great evidence. पत्थरों से हमें पता चलता है. Today we have a technology, आज हमारे पास टेक्नोलॉजी है, रेडियोमीट्रिक डेटिंग. इससे हमें पता चल सकता है कि पत्थर कौन कितने साल पुराना है. Okay, through this you can find out about the history of the stones. So if you find out the history of the stones, you will find out that this is matching exactly to the continent जो अलग हुए हैं. Okay, okay, if you see this continents, अगर यहाँ के आप stones को देखो, पत्थर rocks का evidence अगर देखेंगे, तो we get a proof that this rocks, this place belonged to one area only, but this has displaced. Okay, this was evidence number 2 of Alfred Wegener's theory. Okay, rocks have correlation. These rocks are correlating. Okay, this MYA stands for billion years, okay, of age. Next is tillit. The rock dispersed under glaciers. Okay, glaciers के अंदर जो rocks आपके होते हैं, they are also evidence. These are called bedrock. Okay, so tillits are the evidence here. उन्होंने इसका भी evidence लिया है. Okay, we have Gondwana land here and we have Laurasia. Okay, this were together earlier, but this drifted. So these are the areas where you can find the same rocks, and this is a proof that once they were together. ये सारे एक साथ थे. Okay, next is placer deposit. When we talk about placer deposits, when the rivers are flowing, oceanic boundaries, they carry a lot of sediments with them. और ये क्या कर देते हैं, आपके धरती के सतह के अंदर छिपा देते हैं चीजों को. For example, dead animals, plants, all these things are buried inside the earth's surface. So if you find out, अगर आप कॉन्टिनेंट के बाउंड्रीज पे जाके चेक करें, तो एविडेंस मिला कि both the areas found the same type of placer deposits. दोनों सतहों पे वही placer deposits पाए गए. So this was the 4th evidence of Alfred Wegener's evidence continent drift theory. So gold extractions, if you see some African continents, अगर आप अफ्रीका के कॉन्टिनेंट की बात करें और दूसरे कॉन्टिनेंट्स की बात करें जो exactly उसके opposite है, you will find that both are having the gold deposit, the placer deposit. Okay, exactly the same which I have explained you. This is the evidence 4 of placer deposit. Distribution of fossils. When we talk about distribution of fossils which are buried inside the earth, okay, if you see both here, अगर आप यहाँ दोनों जगह देखोगे, South America and Africa, you will find the same deposits inside the earth. This is the evidence 5th of Alfred Wegener's theory. So through his theory, he stated that this world, these continents went together first, which they have separated now. This was simple about the Alfred Wegener's theory. Okay, next we are going to talk about the earthquakes through the animation. I have already explained you what is the focus point, what is the fault, okay, what is fault trap, and we all know what are the earthquakes so far, right? So hypocenter, from where it all starts, okay, जहां से सब कुछ start होता है. So the question is, why does the earth shake? Earth shake होता क्यों है? Okay, fault trap, mountain ridges, okay, this is a gap here. Because of this trap, the earthquakes occur. Okay, you can see how it slides इसके वजह से आपका अर्थक्वेक होता है. द शेक हैपेंस बिकॉज ऑफ दिस थिंग. ओके. As we discussed here, this is hypocenter, this is epicenter, exactly on the top of the focus point. This is a fault, okay, and different layers of the earth here. We have crust, we have upper mantle, lower mantle, outer core and inner core, okay. If you see, this is seismograph, जो waves आपका record करता है, okay. You can see the waves here. आप देख सकते हैं. Primary waves you can see, arrival times. Okay, secondary waves we have, and we have surface waves. So primary waves are the one which arrives the first, ये सबसे पहले आते हैं. Secondary waves are the second one, and the surface waves which cause lot of damage. You can see these are surface waves. When we talk about body waves इसको इसलिए कहा जाता है because it is inside the earth surface. ये earth के अंदर है, इस वजह से इसको क्या कहा जाता है? Body wave कहा जाता है. Surface waves because the waves are on top of the surface. Now we are going to talk about the different layers of the earth. Okay, so interior of the earth, that is we have crust, we have upper mantle, lower mantle, outer core and inner core. When we talk about crust, in crust we have two things here, okay, that is oceanic crust we have, and we have continental crust, okay. You can see here, okay, we talk about continental crust and we have oceanic crust, fine. And if we see here, density of the materials increase. We all know that जैसे जैसे हम सतह में नीचे जाते जाएंगे, वैसे वैसे आपको हाई डेंसिटी, हाई वॉल्यूम की चीजें अंदर मिलती जाएगी. जहां हाई डेंसिटी होगी वहां ज्यादा भारी चीजें आपको मिलेंगी. ओके, so first we are going to talk about the crust, and wherein we have oceanic crust and we have continental crust. Okay, now the thing which you have to know is that if you dig, अगर हम ओशन को डिग करें और धरती के अंदर जाने की कोशिश करें, सो इट विल बी वेरी इजी फॉर अस बिकॉज इतना टाइम कवर नहीं करना पड़ेगा, इतना डिस्टेंस कवर नहीं करना पड़ेगा. इट विल बी अराउंड 5 किलोमीटर्स. ओके, हियर ओशनिक क्रस्ट से डिग करके अगर इफ यू वांट टू रीच द अपर मेंटल इट विल बी 5 किलोमीटर्स. बट कॉन्टिनेंटल क्रस्ट से अगर हम डिग करके वी आर गोइंग टू द अपर मेंटल इट विल रिक्वायर 30 किलोमीटर्स वी हैव टू डिग. 30 किलोमीटर हमें डिग करना पड़ेगा. दिस इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन ओशनिक क्रस्ट एंड the continental crust. This is your upper mantle, okay, which is thick, okay, this is thickest. This is your Himalayan region. अगर हम यहां से अगर डिग करके जाएंगे it will take lot of time. Mountain areas के ऊपर से अगर हम जाएंगे it will take lot of time because you have to cover around 70 to 60 kilometers. Okay, so this is more thicker. अगर हम mountains की बात करें, इस continent की बात करें, it will be more thicker. This is upper mantle, this is lower mantle. Mantle is divided into upper mantle and lower mantle according to how they appear. Fine. They are total 2,900 kilometers. Okay. Astronosphere, the upper part here portion. Okay. And this crust part, this area is called the lithosphere. Okay. And here the magma, जो आपका दिस इज मोल्टन फॉर्म. मोल्टन का मतलब सारा आपका पिघला हुआ होता है फॉर्म में. ओके, एंड दिस इन टर्न्स रिजल्ट इन वोल्केनिक इरप्शंस. ओके, दिस इज सॉलिड स्टेट एंड दिस इज इन लिक्विड स्टेट. द लोअर मेंटल आर द वन सिस्मेटिक वेव क्रिएट करते हैं. ये इसके वजह से आपके सेकेंडरी वेव क्रिएट होते हैं. ओके, एंड बिकॉज ऑफ दिस योर वोल्केनिक इरप्शन टेक्स प्लेस. फाइन. सो when we talk about crust, upper mantle, it is the difference is 100 to 200 kilometers. This upper mantle is in molten rock, as I have explained you. Molten का मतलब पिघला हुआ बच्चों. Okay. Now we are going to talk about the outer core. When we talk about the outer core, okay, nickel and iron is here. Okay, you can see here. Okay. Outer core and inner core. When we talk about outer core, this is in liquid form, and when we talk about inner core, it is in solid form. Okay. This is in liquid state, I have told you already, and this is in solid state. Now the question might be coming in your mind, why this is in solid state and why this is in liquid state? This is because of density and the pressure which the surface have on it. Okay. Now this layer is also called the knife layer. When I talk about knife layer, we are talking about nickel and iron. Ni stands for nickel and Fe is the short form for iron. That's why this is also called the knife layer. Knife means churi nahi bachcho. Knife is a short form for nickel and iron. Okay. Ni is for nickel and Fe is for iron. And this is called knife layer, the inner core, which is in solid state, which has lot of iron and nickel present in it. And here also we have it, but in a molten form. This is in liquid form. Okay. This is 2300 kilometers altogether, and this is 1200 kilometer. So total is 3500 kilometer total area. Okay. This is what we have seen just now: crust, mantle, core and inner core. Okay. So some notes for you. The crust, it is the outermost solid part of the earth. The thickness of the crust varies under the oceanic and the continental areas. I have told you already बच्चों that oceanic crust जो है, आप ocean से अगर dig करके धरती के अंदर जाओगे, it will be less for you. 5 kilometers में आप reach कर जाओगे उसके next point को. But continental से अगर आप जाओगे dig करके, तो it will take you 30 kilometers. Okay? Oceanic crust is thinner, पतला होता है as compared to the continental crust. Okay. The mean thickness of the oceanic crust is 5 km, which we have already seen in the video, whereas the continental is 30 km. In major mountain areas it is 70 km. Okay. The oceanic crust is made up of heavier rocks like basalt, the density of 3 gram to centimeter square. Basalt is a hard rock. Okay. It's a black color stone rock. Okay. The mantle, when we talk about the mantle, it is the second layer beyond the crust. The mantle extends from Moa's discontinuity to the depth of 2900 km. Okay. The upper portion of the mantle is called atmosphere. It is to be extending up to 400 kilometers. It is the main source of magma. So this atmosphere is the main source of magma. Magma, the molten form, which comes out in the form of lava during the volcanic eruption. The crust and the uppermost part of the mantle is called lithosphere. So the crust and the uppermost part of the mantle is called lithosphere. Its thickness is 10 to 200 kilometers. The core, when we talk about the core, innermost layer, the core is made up of very heavy material, sometimes referred to as knife layer, that is nickel plus iron. I have already explained you bachcho. The outer core is the liquid state, the inner core is in the solid state. This is very important for you to remember. Okay. Okay. So in this diagram you can see all the layers of the earth and the data which is already given, which I have already explained you. So if you don't understand anything, please pause here, rewind it and watch it again. Definitely you will understand it. Okay. Now we are going to talk about the volcanoes. Okay. So for that I will show you a video through animation. We are going to see the volcanoes. Fine. So we are going to see the different types of volcanoes. Okay. So in this image, by looking at this image, you will get the idea what are volcanoes. And there are different types of volcanoes. Which are this? First one is the shield volcano. The name shield. Shield मतलब ढाल. जब जंग लड़ी जाती थी तो ढाल यूज करते थे ना? Shield. So shield volcanoes. So why the name of shield here? Because they look like shield. वो किसकी तरह दिखते हैं? शील्ड की तरह दिखते हैं. इफ यू सी हियर, वो किसकी तरह दिखते हैं? शील्ड, ढाल जो जंग के लिए लड़ी जाती थी. सो दिस इज वेंट ओपनिंग, जहां से आपका लावा बाहर आता है. दिस इज मैग्मा चैम्बर फ्रॉम वेयर द मोल्टन मैग्मा कम्स आउट. लावा इज नॉट थिक. जो लावा होता है यहां पर वो ज्यादा थिक नहीं होता है. मतलब जो लावा, जो आपका गर्म लावा बाहर निकलेगा, इट विल बी नॉट दैट थिक. थिकनेस के बारे में बात करेंगे तो वो ज्यादा पतला होता है बच्चों. ओके, वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट शील्ड वोल्केनो. इरप्शन इज लाइक अ फाउंटेन. हियर वन मोर थिंग, इन दिस टाइप ऑफ वोल्केनो द इरप्शन, जब वो वोल्केनो इरप्ट होगा, बाहर आएगा, तो इट विल बी लाइक अ फाउंटेन. फाउंटेन से जैसे पानी निकलता है, एग्जैक्टली सेम वे द लावा विल कम आउट फ्रॉम द वेंट ओपनिंग. ओके, so these are Hawaii Islands where it is found. Next is composite volcanoes. When we talk about composite volcanoes, we should know the made up of several parts and elements. So these volcanoes are made up of several parts and elements. Okay, so composite volcano, magma chamber, this is magma chamber, lava flow turns into the crust. जहां पे आपका लावा फ्लो कर होके आता है, that will be cooled down, वो ठंडा हो जाएगा, and that will be form crust. High viscosity lava, there is lot of lava flow in this type of volcanoes. Okay, gas cloud are formed in this volcanoes. Caldera, most explosive. This type of volcanoes are most explosive. ये सबसे ज्यादा explosive होते हैं. Okay, you see they collapse. वो कभी कभार एक दूसरे के साथ ही टकरा जाते हैं volcanoes जब एक साथ आते हैं तो. ठीक है, it's like a blast. You can see the most dangerous volcanoes are this caldera volcanoes. If you see here how they come out. Okay, mouth opening is very big here. Okay, if you see, it can come from any side. Step 1, step 2. Okay, this is step 1, step 2, step 3. You can see, and you see how they collapse. कैसे वो collapse हो जाते हैं and how they come out from the vent. Okay, so they tend to collapse with each other. They are so destructive and so explosive. So we are talking about caldera volcano, which is most explosive volcano. We'll see here. Okay, caldera, these are the most explosive volcanoes. When they erupt, they tend to collapse on themselves rather than building any tall structure. This means they don't build a tall structure, they collapse, they collide with them only and they explode. Fine. Okay, these collapse depressions are called calderas. So this depression is called calderas. These are the images of caldera volcano. Next one we have is flood basalt provinces. These volcanoes outpour highly fluid lava that flows for a long distance, covered by 1,000 square kilometers of thick basalt lava flows. Means this type of volcanoes, they carry lot of lava outside. Okay, and they are carrying it for a long distance. And basalt is a hard black rock. Okay, there can be series of flows with some flows attaining thickness of more than 50 meter. So the flow can be continuous. Okay, around 50 meter. Example, Deccan Trap. Deccan Trap, we are talking about India, around Maharashtra. Okay, Deccan Trap. The last one is mid-oceanic ridge volcanoes. These volcanoes occur in the oceanic areas. So this type of volcanoes occur in the oceanic areas, samudra mein. Okay, the central portion of ridge expressions frequent eruptions. There is a system of mid-ocean ridges more than 70,000 kilometers long that stretches through all the ocean basins. Volcanic landforms. When we talk about volcanoes, which are the landforms we are talking about it. Okay, so depending on the location of cooling of the lava, igneous rocks are classified as volcanic rocks cooling at the surface. We have next plutonic rocks cooling in the crust. Okay, the lava that cools within the crustal portions assumes different forms. These forms are called intrusive forms. This is very important for you. Which are intrusive forms? Which द लावा कूल्स डाउन विद इन द क्रस्ट, क्रस्ट के अंदर ही जो कूल डाउन होता है, अंदर ही, धरती के अंदर ही जो कूल डाउन करते हैं, दैट इज कॉल्ड इंट्रूसिव फॉर्म्स. We have batholiths, a large body of magnetic material that cools deeper depth in the form of large domes. They cover large areas and depth may be several kilometers, that is around 1 kilometer. These are granitic bodies, that means this carry the granitic things. इनके अंदर कौन से materials होते हैं? Granite. Okay, granitic materials. Batholiths are the cool portion of the magma chambers. Magma from where the lava erupts. Okay, so these are the cool chambers of magma. Batholiths we are talking about. Okay, we have laccoliths. These are dome-shaped rocks with a level base and connected by a pipe-like convex form below. These are located at deeper depths. धरती के सतह के अंदर बच्चों. These are located at deeper depths. The Karnataka plateau is spotted with domal hills of granite rocks. Now these are exfoliated are the examples of laccoliths and batholiths. Okay, laccolith, saucer shaped intrusive rocks. They are like a saucer जिसमें हम चाय पीते हैं बच्चों. It's like that shape, saucer shape. Okay, and we have pacholith, a wavy mass of intrusive rocks is found at the base of the syncline or at the top of the anticlines. Okay, there are other terms here. We have seal at the sheet. The near horizontal bodies of the intrusive rocks are called the seal or sheet. The thick horizontal deposits are called seals. The thinner ones are called the sheets. Dikes, when the lava cooled into the cracks and fissures to develop a wall-like structure. जो लावा आपका वॉल्केनो से बाहर निकलता है, जब वो ठंडा हो जाता है और जब वो वॉल की तरह स्ट्रक्चर क्रिएट करता है, that is called dikes. Okay, commonly found in the western महाराष्ट्र. ज्यादातर ये कहाँ मिलता है आपको? वेस्टर्न महाराष्ट्र में ये आपको देखने को मिलेगा. Okay, dikes. This diagram is there in your textbook बच्चों. Okay, so for this we have to stop here because this is the end of the chapter. Please revise your chapters regularly बच्चों, and please if you don't understand anything, revise the video, rewind the video and go through it again and again, and you will definitely understand. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.